Hello, hello. Looks like I'm alive now. I'm gonna get the link here. I know no one can hear me, but grab it for you now. Grab it for you now. Ooh, what's up, Boofy? Thanks for joining me here. We're on the air, so just letting you know.
Okay.
Um, I want to see. I could add a chat box in here if we wanted to.
Okay. Oh, shouldn't we beat that? TCG's in there.
Shit. How did I do this last time? I forget how I did it. It's not what I wanted.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, I got it now. I'm gonna throw that up on the screen as we speak.
Is Milky up already?
That's a surprise. I've got the chat up on the screen so everyone can see that. All right, we've got the live chat up on the video. I know it doesn't look the best, but we got the comment section rolling in. What's going on, everyone? Looks like my original host here overslept, but that's on him. Instant was going to join us today. Maybe he had a little bit too much to drink last night out there partying, moving it up. But today I'm joined here. I'm your host, Fallen, here with Boof Franchise Guy, the commish. What's up, Boof?
How's it going, everyone?
And thanks for joining me today. So, I'd like to thank everyone tuning in here. I know it's kind of bright and early. We've trying to get the wheels spinning here on a great draft. We're gonna try and move it as quick as possible, but also be you know, pretty fair in terms of when we're gonna skip picks, and we'll pause the draft if you make any trades. That's why you gotta let us know. That way the picks can get moved around. But I'm just gonna go over the draft rules here real quick. They're in our announcements. We're gonna do. You got to know the LO of any trades here. There's only going to be pick for pick trades. I don't want to see any players moved around. If you see anyone with superstar dev, we're going to bump that down to star for you. Anyone from the second round up will be randomized devs via my draft generator. So there'll be that, and oh, and then we're gonna run the draft the whole way through. No slug, none of that stuff. Um, Hold up, Floyd's yelling at me for my ticker. Let me change it for him. I was gonna bring Instant on here, and we were gonna talk about a little bit of moves in free agency. I couldn't quite get the well, Booth, you can elaborate on some of these. I was gonna say how some of these top moves affected the draft. I couldn't quite get them in. I couldn't quite get the logos to pop up correctly for whatever reason, but so far they you can check all these nice. Luca made very nice graphics for all these players. You can check them out on our Twitter account listed down there at the bottom left. But we're gonna have the number one signing so far was Le'Veon Bell to the Bills. And I like the pick. If you look, I gave it a B plus. It wasn't entirely a bad pick per se. It was in need, but it was a lot of money for running back. That now you've got two running backs in that room because they still got LaShawn McCoy on roster. It's still going to be about 20 million you've got for running backs, which is poor cap management. But either way, he adds a weapon to Josh Allen. Sorry, and I think it helps the Bills because they don't. I don't think they're going to draft an offensive skill position in the first round now. After adding this, I think the Bills are probably going to just add up to that line and build it up. Um,
Oh yeah, got to
yeah,
protect Josh Allen, man.
yeah, especially if you're trying to develop a young quarterback here. Giving up, 50, 60, 70 sacks is going to just ruin it. Or you'll lead to more interceptions because you've got so much pressure in your face. So I
Yes,
think
sir. I agree.
I think it's a good move by them. You can't hurt them. They've had, 80 million in cap room. That's not even that bad at all. So giving Bell solves some problems, not all, but it makes Josh Allen's life easier. The second one we had was Tyrann Mathieu to the Dallas Cowboys. I did not like that move at all there. So with Tyrann Mathieu, you obviously know he's a playmaker. There's no one can doubt that. He's gonna make plays from either a deep safety in the box, or he can even play at the slot corner position. But with the money they gave him almost 12 million per year, which is an incredible amount for a safety that I just don't agree with. And then you add in the fact that they've got Amari Cooper, Byron Jones, they've got Ezekiel Elliott, they've got Dak Prescott, and they've got Jalen Smith all being free agents next year. You add in basically you're going to factor. Obviously, I don't know what they're going with Dak, but even if you factor him out, you're still going to lose maybe Byron Jones and Jalen Smith by adding Tyrann Mathieu here. So I think if you're by adding one, you're subtracting two, which is not the move if I was the Cowboys here. In terms of draft wise, the Cowboys they had that glaring need at the other safety spot opposite of Xavier Woods. Probably we're gonna highlight that in mid round. They actually did trade up first round with the Seahawks, so they're gonna be late first round, I believe 27 or 28. As around there's Nazir Adderley, Deontay Thompson range, so they would have maybe been doing that. I'm not quite sure what they moved up for. Maybe a corner, maybe a tackle. Everyone, typically need those. They've changed the pieces around on the offensive line. They could try and target maybe if one of the first round tackles falls, but I just don't see it. They might, they might have moved up. They gave up a second, third, and a future fourth to move up 17 spots. The value isn't quite there, but they could move up to maybe draft one of the second round tackles a little bit earlier, maybe an interior offensive lineman if they feel like their guard play is not quite good there. I believe they shifted Connor Williams out to right tackle and moved Lyle Collins into left guard. I think they're fine either way they're at, but that's on him there. The next move coming up was Tyler Eifert to the Broncos. This was another move that really confused me a bit because I was wondering what in the world that what they were doing with Tyler Eifert. They put a lot of money and they gave him almost Gronk money for a tight end that's got about 70 injury. He's a good playmaker when he's on the field. He's coming off his best season, but it's like the guy's so injury prone and you don't even have a quarterback. I understand maybe the safety blanket will help you, but the guy's paid a ridiculous amount of money, and quite frankly, he's not on the field often. You've got two tight ends there that were former, solid young picks there for him in Troy Fumagalli and Jake Butt were the other tight ends. You would think you could develop them into, very solid tight ends that can start, and you wouldn't need to spend all this big money on Eifert. But I mean, at least you're adding another weapon for whoever they want to start at quarterback, which is helpful in any way. The next one was you, Boofy. You locked up Ronald Darby. I wasn't too big of a fan of the pick, but you can't doubt Ronald Darby's talent. He provides another corner there besides Tremaine Johnson. I don't want his contract to end up like another Tremaine Johnson contract.
Well, the thing with Tremaine Johnson's contract is that Tremaine was, what, 28, 29 when he got his contract?
Mm-hmm.
So Ronald Darby is 25, correct?
Mm-hmm. That
Or
sounds about
26.
right.
So, I
Yeah.
mean, and it's only a 4-year deal, so he could be let up. And, I mean, I think there's more positives or more upside than down, like negatives. And that's I got to get the defense going. If you look at my team, um, I really worked on the defense. I signed some linebackers. I traded for Sean Lee, moved him inside. We're gonna see how that works out. Um, the D line is probably my only glaring issue on the defensive side. I mean, I got Jamal Adams, young star on the backside. Two solid corners. Looking for a slot corner now. But I think the defense is going to be solid. Like I said, if you look at my stats, I was 11th in points allowed. Um, that was partially me and partially the other owner of the Jets. But I think I did a lot better than him.
Yeah. You're pushing there for the playoff spot, and you added a decent amount of talent, which I think helps solve some holes. It allows you to more. You traded a bunch of picks. You traded Leonard Williams, but maybe you're looking for that pure pass rusher that the Jets have sort of always lacked. Um, you've added
Yes.
Shaq Barrett. You added. Did you add any other edge rushers? I can't quite remember.
Bud Dupree, if
Yeah,
you want to count him.
yeah, he's more of
Um,
a rotational guy, I think. But I mean, he
yeah,
he provides decent pass rush depth for you.
yeah. So I,
Hold up, Boofy. There, Boof. You cut out on my end. Boof. No. Well, it looks like a little technical difficulty there with Boof. Um, Ronald Darby provides a big hole for Boof and his defense, hopefully pushing them above 500 to maybe make a push for the playoffs there. Um, we're going to go now to the next signing. It was Kareem Hunt to the Lions. And Kareem Hunt to the Lions give the Lions a very, very solid rushing attack. They add in a nice 1-2 punch in a sense with on Johnson. Obviously, you've got um, you've got Kareem Hunt who can lead the league in rushing as he showed before. I mean, he can pretty much do it all. We don't condone the actions that or we don't support the actions that he's done in his past, but he serves his time in the BFGO universe, and he's ready to put it behind him and gets find a new home in Detroit. We've got TCG Lane in the comments here. He says Darby's got corner one upside, but Hunt belongs in Baltimore. As far as that, I've watched Ronald Darby play for a couple years now. He was in Buffalo, and I think ultimately his home is at number two corner, even when he was beside Stephon Gilmore. I think his solid trade is man to man. He's not an entirely too big corner, but his problem is he tore his ACL and he broke his ankle. He's got injury concerns off the wazoo, and that's not what you want to do. It's not what you. I just don't. I'm not a fan of paying injury-prone players all that money, and that's just my strategy. Yeah, because injuries bit me in the ass last year. Despite that, you've got 99 injury Russell Wilson who was out 11 games, and 93 injury Doug Baldwin who missed like 8. It's like it's whatever, but I digress. Um, I just am not a fan of playing overinflating the market. I understand you have needs, and the Jets roster has a whole bunch of holes, but um, uh, you can't deny the talent that was added there. So it wasn't a completely bad move. You back yet, Booth?
no, I've been back. I've been listening to you the whole time. Oh man, I was speaking.
Bro,
Did you mute me?
you cut out for like 5 minutes, dude.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Oh man, I probably gotta switch my phone. Gotta switch to the other nice phone.
Oh, flexer. Um, other than that, those are the free agent moves I have. Do you have anything else you want to say about some of these top free agent signings?
Um, Another one that we missed. That wasn't a top five, but it is crucial. Now let me look at it real quick. Um, were like some of the depth players that you got going on. You had Luca pick up Tyler Davison. Did you talk about Tyler Davison?
No, I didn't. He was probably the best interior defensive lineman on the market there. The Saints rescinded
Yes.
that franchise tag. He's only a 20, but believe it or not, he's only a 26-year-old player, which is not bad at all for. I believe it was an 81 overall. He's got a nice blend of being able to rush the passer and stuff the run, which is a huge skill set there for a guy that you add in with Snacks Harrison, and then they've still got Deshaun Hand there in the middle. Um, and I think they have Ashawn Robinson as well. They're just adding more and more of these talented defensive linemen, and you see some of these top players and some of the best successful teams have got these really deep defensive lines that really can just take over games and give you a headache, whether it be plugging up your run game and also rushing the passer and making your life brutal if you got to drop back and pass. I think that's a very very good uh, core there for the Lions. They didn't disappoint. I mean, there was a huge bidding war on them. I believe the Panthers were in on it. Um,
I was in on it too,
yeah.
and then I was just like, I had a cap number that I didn't want to go below,
Mhm.
and it's just kind of rough on that end. Um, but I think he's gonna do well in Detroit. Shout out to Luca.
Hmm. We've got Milkman saying, "Please put some respect on Sean Oakman." You've got
Sean
to.
Oakman's gonna be nice.
You've got
There you
to.
go, man.
He's got a good physical skill set, and I'm not looking forward to playing with him, but or playing against him. But if he thinks he can cheese with him, go right ahead, dude. That's on you, buddy. Um,
No cheesing either, man. I will kick you.
I'll fine your ass. You know how much I do. We got some discussion in the chat here. I wanted to tie in because it ties in with the first round pick. No, I think the storyline coming into this draft would would be who in the world do the Vikings go with at number one? No one has any idea. I know they've thrown so many names around, but I recently picked them to go with Kyler Murray at number one, despite having Kirk Cousins.
Hmm.
Um, I think it's a decent move if they want to move on from him. I know there were rumors going on about how they absolutely did not like him and the ownership, and I I think Kyler, I think it would be the wrong move. As we've got Wealthy weighing in, he says they've got that small window with their defensive players, and I think it would be a waste to pick, but I don't know where you go if you're Minnesota. You've got so many defensive interior linemen, and you've got so many edge players. The only glaring need on that roster is offensive line. I don't think your value is there if you draft Jonah Williams at number one. I think he's in a good spot there. Um, I think if he traded back just a couple picks to get Jonah Williams and got some more, that'd be value. But
Um,
it'll
let's
be
let's
interesting.
let's yeah. Well, let's talk about something. Liam brought it up. Okay, so these you got to think about it, guys. Unless they're the second coming of Jesus, no quarterback in these draft classes is going to be above. Mm, I don't want to say anything, but they're not going to be rated highly.
Hmm.
So if you're a turnover prone person and you think you're going to get a quarterback the next year, and the quarterback comes out rated low, and you're still a turnover prone person, your guy's not going to develop. Look at what Super Bowl champ did. He had an All Star season, MVP. Was it the Super Bowl MVP? All
Yeah.
that, and all the QB award, I think.
Hmm. Pretty
So
much
like,
swept every award that he could.
and he only went up like 5 dev, correct?
Yeah.
Another announcement: FaZe is allowed to trade during the draft. I did lift his ban, but just during the draft. So no player for players, just pick for pick, please. Um, but also, yeah. So we had the thing with Kirk Cousins and then Stafford, where it's just like you're trying to get rid of these guys when it would take you almost like 2 or 3 years to develop a young quarterback. Now, we're not saying don't do it, but think about it when you're trying to get rid of like a 87 or 82 overall quarterback.
Yeah, for sure. As you could see, like, you're not gonna. This isn't Madden's draft class. You're not gonna go get a quarterback that's an 82 overall coming out, and you just light the world up and absolutely blow
Win the
everyone
Super
up.
Bowl. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, we got the draft starting here in 7 minutes. I think the whole pace of the draft is gonna come down to who who that number one overall pick is, because at two you've got the Raiders. They could draft a quarterback. Boof's not going quarterback at three, but you've got the Bengals at five, and you know if Kyler Murray's on the board, he's going to draft him. Broncos at seven need a quarterback. Um,
Well, I don't know. I don't know. He's it was reported that FaZe was trying to get out. Like people were offering FaZe for that pick, and he might be listening to that. So
hmm
who knows what FaZe? I know he tries trolling us in the
Yeah.
chat, and he even got fined for some of his antics. But let's not doubt him. Maybe he goes something else.
hmm
Are we almost ready to start? No, we got 6 minutes. Let's
Yeah, we
uh
still
let's
got a
go on to the
couple
next
minutes
one.
in here. Like I said, the Raiders, they're a toss-up two here in the top 10. The Raiders could go anywhere from edge rusher to quarterback should they not want to go on with Derek Carr. Um, sorry, we've got a draft trade coming in. We've got the Bucks have officially have the ninth and 15th picked after the trade with the Texans on a draft day deal there. Uh, that's an interesting move there. They've got two first round picks now, I believe. I think he traded back. I'll have to see. And we've got one still is on the block according to the Vikings. They're still listening to trade offers. So if you've got any offers, we'll keep the draft paused if you're making a move. Um, a move. Let us know. We can pause. Um, so that's why we say let us know. We'll pause it if a trade happens. That way y'all can get the players you wanted. And I think Instant's online now. What the heck? Whatever. Super Bowl champs thinks he can do what he wants. Hell. Um,
Yeah, no, show up late to his own party. Yeah,
yeah. Jeez, thinks he runs this league or whatever. But
he's another interesting one. Let's see what he does. He's got a lot of players coming off.
yeah.
He's gonna have to re-sign Mitch Trubisky later on.
Mhm.
Uh, it's gonna be amazing to see what these powerhouse teams look like uh,
Mhm.
in maybe a year or two. We know Instant was talking about not being able to re-sign Floyd. He might have to trade some players for some draft capital and build through the draft.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, for real. Especially if we want to move our roster on. I know potentially we're looking at maybe porting it over so you could, fully rebuild your team. As we're not going to be able to have, a prolonged lifespan within this Madden. We might get to year three, four would be a big stretch. But I think it's something that we've tossed the idea around. It's doable. We're still trying to figure out what we're going to do there. But if you do that where, your draft picks and actual cap is going to matter down the line, and you can progress players should you perform well with them. Instant actually just texted me. He said drag me in, so we're going to bring him on in here and get him to break down the first round when it starts here in a couple minutes. What's going on,
okay.
Instant?
Hey,
What's up?
I'm gonna mute myself real quick. My
Okay.
kids are getting a little feisty.
All right.
My bad for being late.
Mm,
Had a long night, overslept a little bit.
uh-huh. You must have had a little bit too much fun last night.
Something like that.
Yeah.
We'll just
Yeah.
go. We'll go with that. We'll go with that.
It
All
was
right.
it was a cutty
It
monster.
was the cutty. Make many amends knees weak, huh?
Exactly.
All right. Well, thanks for joining me here. We were just breaking down a couple of the picks. We went through the free agents. We broke down one. We didn't, obviously the whole draft is dictated on who he drafts at one. No one knows where he's
Yep.
doing. He's even looking to trade down for a team that if you want to move up to draft Kyler Murray, you're gonna have to give up.
Yeah.
More than likely, he's probably gonna, make you move up Carson Wentz, Jared Goff level deal.
Yeah.
So if you think he's your guy, you can move up there. But what you'll have to remember is if he's the number one pick, he's not want to move down to 20 or 25. It's just not doable for him. You
Yeah.
gotta.
That's the thing. If I was the Jags drift, because he has what, like 16, 17
Mhm.
in there, I might think about giving. I would give up almost the bag for Kyler, because realistically, that's his only need
Mhm.
is a quarterback. Like his defense is set. he could use a wide receiver, but realistically, it's Madden. Every receiver's gonna get open.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, if I was Drift, I might move up, but obviously, I don't think he's on, so I don't think he's trying to make a move.
Yeah.
But I think he's just hoping Daniel Jones falls, which, all the
It's
quarterbacks in this
possible.
draft, I'm pretty sure like the top 4 are probably pretty close because there's not much separation between quarterbacks in this class. Like, there's no stud that you just that's better than everyone. So honestly, a quarterback could follow the Drift. So I kind of like him staying there too.
Yeah, and I think the big storyline here is who's going to reach for that quarterback. We
Yep.
know I think four are going to go in the first round, maybe 5. I know the Pats need a quarterback. That's their number one need, They've got to draft a quarterback because the only quarterback they have on roster is Brian Hoyer. That's all they did. They didn't
Yeah,
even
I don't
sign
know
anyone
why he
else.
didn't make it. He didn't make any draft moves at
No,
all.
no, not at all.
I was very surprised with.
And to be honest with you, if you're going to draft one of these rookies, even some of the other ones are not as highly rated as we're going to have the draft start here in about a minute. So,
Let's go.
Yeah, we'll see what was
Hopefully,
done.
Draftaholic is already on, and we could
Yeah.
see if Kyler goes first overall. Everyone's gonna go crazy.
Yeah, and here we go. He's got
Wow,
TCG.
John Brown, chose New England over Baltimore.
Yeah.
He wanted to be in the winning system.
Yeah, but Baltimore did make the Super Bowl, so there's that. As we've got comments going in. It says Trevor thinks Kyler's going first overall. It's at this point, I think we just sit and wait for it here. Another team, quarterbacks wise, you have the Raiders who need a quarterback, Bengals need a quarterback, Giants need a quarterback.
But you think
Broncos
Raiders need a quarterback?
He could. It depends on what he wants to do with Derek Carr,
Yeah, that's true. I don't think, honestly, realistically, I think the first quarterback is going to go off the board at number 5 to the Bengals. And then I think number 6 to the Giants. I think they're going to go back to back. That's what I think.
I think the Broncos can still draft a quarterback as well. They can go with Drew Lock.
Wait. I forgot about the Broncos. We might have 3 back-to-back quarterbacks.
I think it's going to be quicker than that, but
Hey, it's 10 o'clock, baby.
It's 11 Eastern, so the draft is underway. I believe the Vikings have been contacted. They're officially on the clock now. We're gonna sit here and break it down into the best of our ability. I think.
Are you the one that has to unpause it, or is?
I can't do it. Boof, I think is.
I'm gonna unpause it right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sweet. Boof, you've got the pause
Good
clock
work.
there.
Here we go.
All right, sweet.
Let's go. It's unpaused. The first.
Nice. So the Vikings are up. No draft day moves were reported. They're still on the clock. I guess he's still got some time to work it out, and we'll pause it for him.
Yeah. If anyone needs to make a trade, you can always ask to have it paused, but make sure to ask. We're not just gonna know that you're if you just propose a trade, not propose. If you just go and trade talk and ask to trade, that's not asking LO to pause.
Yeah.
You might not see it. So at someone I need
time. You'll be better off asking QAQC
Kyler Murray.
The commissioner.
Oh my goodness! That's just as I thought. 72 overall.
Kyler Murray.
JT, the GOAT. JT is up.
Hey, Trevor was right. Wow. So now he's gonna sit under Kirk Cousins for probably this year, right?
If Kirk Cousins struggles, he's probably
gonna. Well, I'm saying Kirk Cousins is probably no matter what gone next season now. After all this debacle about cutting him this season, this is our real reason to cut him next season.
72 overall is just. Oh, and there you go. JT's going Nick
Bosa, probably the best player in the class. That's a great pick by JT.
Great pick there. 84. Like I had said, Nick Bosa is by far head and shoulders the best, the highest rated player in the draft, and adding him basically, it fills that Khalil Mack spot, and you can't go wrong with that, especially at an 84 overall. That's by far the best move there, and they're gifted it because the Vikings want to reach for Kyler Murray.
And then So now the GOAT Boof is on the clock.
Who does
I don't know, man. I could fuck up the whole draft right now.
no pressure, Boof.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not that bad. We've had an idea of what we wanted. I know I was selling y'all some funny stuff.
I think we all know who this should be, as he plays a 3-4.
I think I know who he's going to draft.
There's two players he could go,
and he goes Quinnen Williams.
Quinnen Williams. Is either Quinnen Williams or Josh Allen on the edge?
It's Quinnen Williams there. He had added some pass rushers in free agency, so I think adding Quinnen Williams there almost makes up for the loss of Leonard Williams. You're on a cheaper deal there. That's a really good pick. He can
maybe Boof will hit me up about Leonard Floyd because he didn't take a pass rusher, but
are the Browns on the clock?
I don't know if I don't know if he's here.
Yeah, I don't know if he's
that
here.
Is we can since it's
let me see if he's
just
online.
Joined. He's actually a new user, so
he's not online right now. The Browns isn't. Steelers, Cowboys, Falcons, Panthers, Chiefs. Man,
the Shadow Bros couldn't wake up this morning, huh?
Colts, Ravens, Chargers, and then that's it.
Man.
So about 10 years.
Here we go. TCG says Browns is at work with him.
Okay, do we skip him?
Oh.
Yeah. Gotta skip him.
Yeah,
yep.
Raiders said to skip, or TCG said to skip him.
Yeah.
I always call him I still call him Raiders because that's
and Devin White.
That's a good pick.
Yeah.
That's a great pick by him. Devin White. 77 overall, probably has really good speed, really good sideline to sideline ability. I don't know, you've never seen this Browns user play, but if he uses a middle linebacker, this is probably one of the best players you can get in the draft.
Devin White's an athletic freak. He can cover. He could he's got all the speed in the world. He's probably the best, by far the best inside mid 4-3 off-ball linebacker in this draft by far.
Besides him and the other Devin, there's not really much talent there at the middle linebacker spot.
As the Bengals are going to go Jonah Williams now. That's a good pick for them.
Yeah.
Solid. They need tackles. Unfortunately, they weren't able to get Kyler, but they've got Tyrod, so he can cheat just as well with him as. This
Mad Bomber is online.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
this is Trevor.
I'm just going to the whenever someone goes online, I'm just going to look on the side thing just to see, because if they have the green dot, that means they're online. I'm mad, so I'm just going to do that. I feel like he goes Dwayne Haskins. Because then he cut Eli. So I feel like almost he has to take Haskins. I mean, he also could take a quarterback later. Like, he has that, what's his name? Kyle Lawet.
Yeah,
oh, he did. Yeah. There goes Haskins.
There's Dwayne Haskins there.
Not very mobile, but a very accurate short thrower.
Broncos are on the clock now too.
Now, if the Broncos take another quarterback, the Jags might not get a top 4 quarterback.
Oh wow, Dwayne Haskins. That's a good pick.
That's a good pick there. You can develop him. He's a little bit.
Broncos is online.
Yeah, I think he's on. I think he could go Drew Lock here. I don't think. Obviously, he doesn't need to go. He could go Greedy Williams here.
I don't think he goes Greedy because he re-signed Bradley Roby, so he has Bradley Roby and Chris Harris Jr. And so I don't think he'll go corner yet. Maybe next year, or maybe later in the draft. His biggest need is probably corner and then maybe a tackle, because I know his tackle's aging. But
trade. Pause it, Boofy.
Okay. It is paused.
Yep. Oh, it looks like the Titans are trying to move up, actually.
Oh.
Right? It says trade in the works. Titans and Broncos. That'll be interesting to see what they give up. Titans, I know, wanted to move up for an edge rusher. Who?
Josh Allen's still up on the board.
Oh yeah, there you go. It's got to be Josh Allen here. It's 100% going to be Josh
Allen at 7, and then probably Locke still falls to where the Titans pick. So that's a great move down by the Broncos. He's going to get a little more draft capital and probably still going to get the exact player that he wants. That's a great time to move down by him.
Yeah,
good
and
managing.
He moved back from 3 to 7 to what is that? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And move back 5 more picks, and you're still going to get the guy you want if you want to go quarterback. It's a huge move there. I think for the Titans, it makes sense for them drafting Josh Allen, as he was very, very highly rated, and he's probably the second best edge rusher in this class.
Easily.
Behind
Bosa.
He's a guy that in 3-4 also fits very well.
He's a perfect 3-4. He's not really a 4-3 edge. He can play it, but playing a 3-4 edge is perfect. He can play coverage. He can drop back, but he also is a very speedy rusher at rushing the passer. So FaZe is saying he threw a smoke screen, but I don't believe that one. I think if Kyler fell to your pick, you were 100% taking it.
We've got Milkman. He just got online right now.
When you guys are making trades, I know it's the first round, but try to have the trade done so we're not just sitting at one pick for more than 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, there's no rush going on here.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why eventually we're gonna skip some people once we get on. I guess Brown's picks are gonna have to get skipped.
Yeah, you want to start writing down who we skip? So Browns is the only one so far.
Yeah,
and the trade is made. Yep. I wonder what the official.
Should I just skip it?
Yep, there goes Josh Allen.
There he goes.
81 overall.
All right, the Falcons are on the clock.
Yeah, that's a big pick there for an 81 overall. He can come in and
he's an instant starter. When I was him and Harold Landry off the edge, that's a really scary duo.
As we've got Luka actually supposedly had a better package there, but
swapped a first, a second, and a future third. So
wow,
so I would say while the Titans got a stud player, but Broncos kind of won that trade. They're still going to get their player at whatever pick. I think that's 8, 9, 10, 11, at 12. So they're going to get their same player at 12. But he also got a second this year and a third next year. Just to move back a few spots and still get his player.
He got a second and third, but I know a team that moved back 17 spots and got a second and third. So and that was at the end of the first.
Is Falcons online? Falcons is not online, but we'll wait wait his whole pick, and then if it Sims, put him on that list.
So we know Browns is our only.
See, I don't think Draftaholic knew about how low quarterback ratings are, because to get no quarterback, in TFG or probably Liam Everett classes will be over 76 to start, unless Trevor Lawrence might be a 77.
There we go, and Liam said you'll regret that when Tyler Eifert breaks his legs. Damn, as Broncos is catching some heat in the draft.
I don't know. I think Broncos made a good move. But Tyler Eifert signing was little. Tyler Eifert isn't put Falcons on the list. His pick's about to end. Oh, yeah, Floyd in the chat said Falcons is not online. Yeah, for the first round, we're just going to play through the full pick, and then second round, we'll start skipping people. And now Floyd is on.
Oh, that's not a bad pick there. Well, the reason we mentioned Eifert the reason we mentioned Eifert is because TJ Hawkinson goes here, and he's a 79. That's your slot there, as Floyd's on the clock.
Yeah, this is Floyd's pick. But honestly, TJ Hawkinson, they had bigger needs on that team, I think. But a 79 overall tight end, you can't really go wrong. It's a good pick. Because who's his tight end now? Hooper, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so that's probably. I mean, they kind of seem like the same player, slower, blocking / receiving tight ends, not a deep threat. So, but still, you can never Hawkinson's probably the best well-rounded. Tight end in the draft.
I don't know who Floyd goes with here.
I think he goes to Greedy.
I actually think that's who he's going to end up with here.
Greedy or Byron Murphy, just a corner. That's who I think he maybe edge, but he traded for an edge, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I think. So I think he goes corner. I don't think he would go safety this early in the draft, but and he doesn't even need a safety because he has that.
Maybe he goes sweat. I know I did take some of his targets in free agency, so
Yeah, I guess.
See, maybe
I don't know.
see him going
Floyd's
deep.
slacking. Floyd's only got 30 seconds.
Changing diapers.
Yeah.
For real, he's fucking.
He's stalling.
rushing.
He's stalling. He's got to
Trying to-
draft a corner here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, Montez Sweat. You were right, Boof.
I don't know.
Good pick. I like that pick. Nice
Yeah,
edge
same
rusher.
here.
Speedy edge rusher that can. Because one of the biggest things is to get pressure on the quarterback, and the Bucks didn't do that very good last year.
Nope.
Bills is on. BMAC is on the clock. I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Oh, we need to pause this, correct?
I
No.
got Jawan Taylor. We're good. I'm drafting for Bills right now.
Javante, that's a good pick.
Oh, Luca. Let's see who Luca goes for, man.
Luca's
excited.
going. A lot of Rashawn Gary still. Ed Oliver, what a pick! It's a great pick by Luke.
Oh wow!
That's
What?
That's pretty sus.
He just drafted. He's got Snack Williams and he's got Tyler Davidson. That doesn't make any sense there.
Yeah, that's like a good pick. I think he's trying to unless he trade snacks.
Yeah, he's been trying to trade snacks. So let's see. I mean, don't judge him yet, man. Let's see.
If he doesn't trade snacks, though,
I think Ed Oliver's better than Rashawn Gary. We've got a drafted player screenshots. Y'all can post your picks in.
All right. Oh, Broncos is up. Is this where he takes his quarterback?
I think he's going.
Oh, I think Broncos is going to go Ed Oliver because he said fuck. You really took Oliver.
Unless he keeps trading back, getting some more draft capital, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Booth did until then he traded up to a number 3. So.
Yep. I got the player I wanted, man.
True.
I think that's Luca's plan is he wants to move some of those older guys.
Yeah, I think he'll move snacks and then have what's it called? The two young players start.
Yes, sir.
We'll see where Snacks goes. Snacks is getting older, and he was just traded 2 of them for a 4th. So
yeah, and he still has solid value though.
No, yeah, he can still go
He's
for like a
still
4th.
one of the best run-stopping defensive tackles. Yeah, and a team gets him. Fuck Snacks.
He'll probably go to a contending team that just needs inside.
Yeah, if you need a interior defensive lineman, it's gonna be Snacks. Send him offers as
DK Metcalf to the Broncos.
What in the world? JT's on the clock now.
I mean, it makes sense because he let Demaryius Thomas walk, so he has what's it called? He only has Sutton, Sanders. Sanders is getting older.
Yep.
Yeah, so he's gonna have a really young trio. It's gonna be Metcalf, Sutton, and then Deshaun Hamilton, from Penn State last year. So,
that's still not bad though. He just added Tyler Eifert and he's got DK Metcalf.
Yeah,
and they've got Sutton.
He's trying to get some weapons, but he still doesn't have a quarterback.
But what he doesn't need to draft a quarterback.
He might be able to sneak in a second, but honestly,
why
from
would
the
you
looks
get
of
the
it,
quarterback when you don't have the weapons around him?
Oh, Devin Bush.
Okay, that's a good pick there. He needs talent in the middle.
Rashawn Gary.
Shit. Rashawn Gary. He's getting busy down there in Detroit as Buccaneers are on the clock now. Ooh wee. Yeah.
Luke is having a good draft.
I think adding all those defensive players, he's gonna absolutely make people's life not so happy. As we've got Floyd's on the clock. He could go Greedy Williams here. Greedy Williams was not picked, correct?
I think this is where he goes.
100%. It's going to be Greedy Williams here. You can bet on it, as we're going to see. I think you got Greedy Williams here, and then you've got the Jags are going to draft a quarterback right now. I think, right? Who was the Drew Lock? They could get Drew Lock, who's plenty fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, as we know, Luka loves that defensive line. Getting any defensive lineman, he plays that multiple scheme. So actually, if you think about it, and there you go. There's Greedy Williams.
Good pick by him.
Yeah, you've got. Hold up, Drift's on the clock now. Let me let him know. Oh shit! Now Packers is up. Drew Lock's a little bit lower rated than some of those other guys. But for
I'm
Luca,
picking for Packers.
yeah, for Luca, Ed Oliver's got Nazir Adderley. That's a good pick there. You've got Ed Oliver who can play the nose or the 3 tech, and then you've got Rashawn Gary who can play just about everything but a 3-4.
How we doing?
Good,
Good. Moved the draft pretty
yeah,
quick.
moving quick, and Liam's trying to rip him up, but
I don't know. If he moves Snacks, he's still gonna have. He still has probably the best young D line in the game once he moves Snacks.
exactly.
So I don't know what he's
Yeah.
mad about. It's 49ers new, right? Oh, ooh, Byron Murphy. I like that pick. He needs a corner.
That's
bad.
a good pick.
Yeah, he needs a corner. He needs. That's like the only position like he really needs at and safety. But I'm pretty sure once he saw Nasir Adderley go off, he doesn't really need another safety. So.
Byron Murphy's a good corner there to add. And then,
Definitely.
And he doesn't even have to play number 1 because they have Richard Sherman in their back pocket, you know?
Yeah, I don't think Rams isn't online. So put him on the list, but don't skip his pick this one.
Yeah, so we've got Browns and Falcons are the ones.
Boof, are you good, bro?
Yeah.
Wait, what overall was Drew Lock?
Drew Lock was a 71.
You get that up.
Now I'll tell you what. Sure. Next year, Broncos are drafting a quarterback. 100%.
I think that's all those. Maybe that's his plan. He has a bunch of capital move up now.
And so
he got an extra third.
Yeah.
So he'll probably move up, get either. I mean, there's a lot of quarterbacks in next year's class. You could draft Tua from Herbert, Eason, if Eason comes out.
So we've got Liam. He's like, I'd like to see how you're going to do it all. And Lucas said, you'll see, my dude. You better hope those guys don't play because I think Lucas saw how good a really solid pass rush and defensive line can carry you in playoff games, and I think he's perfectly fine for doing it.
But Luka, he doesn't have any picks next year, right? Like he traded a lot.
I think he still has a lot of picks next year. I could be wrong.
Yeah,
I'm about to look right now. I think he traded. I think he might be going all in this year. Yeah, next year he only 2020 he has a third, fourth, fifth, so he doesn't have a first or a second next year.
Ooh, I love
That's not bad.
I love this going on. I'd like to add on the streams at least. I'd like to add maybe like a Discord chat and the YouTube channel on there, so you can see that live on the broadcast. As you can see,
Rams goes center.
That's a good. I had that pick there.
It's a solid pick. I don't know if he set up his draft board, but I think Dang, Boof!
Dang,
Crunch it. That shit was loud as hell. Busacco said to skip him, I think, in the chat a while ago. Yeah.
Yeah, he said he wouldn't be able to make it to the.
Yeah, you can skip. You can skip him. Put Panthers on the list to skip. So what? We have 4 on the list to skip so far.
Okay, so we could skip Busacco.
Yep.
All right, ready?
Who does he go?
Ja'Kai Polite. That's a good. Yeah, that's a decent edge. It's not that's a reach, but it's a need. So.
Yeah, but I guess he's not here. So, because right now all the edges are gone so far. So if I was him, I would have traded back, but he obviously couldn't do that. So.
That's not a bad pick. Medicated here. Let's see who he's gonna draft.
So Liam is going off on Luka, saying you have 6 starting defensive linemen with a 68 overall tight end and a 70 overall strong safety. But yeah, draft 2 defensive linemen. I'm just gonna say Rashawn Gary and Ed Oliver are
more than just starters, dude. I think even tight end wise, you can get it done without a superstar tight end. It's
right.
That's not.
That's true.
Tight ends are more of a luxury. To be honest,
really,
as long as you have a one decent, good blocking tight end, more of a luxury.
Oh, Clelin Ferrell's on the board. Jeez.
Yeah,
he
should have. I think it was the CPU. I don't think he set a draft board because the Flusacco's is more of a.
Oh,
that's a good pick.
Medicated goes to.
It's a good pick.
Simmons, sweet.
In real life, he has a torn ACL, so he'll probably fall in real life. But if he wasn't injured in real life, he was easily a top 20 pick. So
Chiefs
it's a good pick.
I'm not quite sure if he's up. I mean,
What's up?
Hello?
Yeah, we're here. Sorry, yeah, I was typing in the chat there. Um, I don't know if Chiefs is back. He was on vacation.
Oh, okay.
We'll
Uh,
wait. We'll wait it out. I saw him on earlier today, so I don't know. Maybe he peeped in for a quick second.
Yeah, we'll see.
And after the Chiefs pick, I want to know where the Eagles go. I think they could go running back. I had
Yeah,
them.
yeah, I think they're gonna go Josh Jacobs.
Mm-hmm. That makes a lot of sense there.
Make you bleed or not? Wait. He's not the Chiefs. Who's the Chiefs? Where's dude at?
Joe
Uh,
Long.
he's not online right now, so put him on the list and just wait this pick out though. So are you gonna wait? Are you just gonna tell Booth when to skip?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Well,
much. I'll be
okay.
on.
All right.
Fusaklis said 12:30. Is that Eastern time?
Yeah, so he probably won't be back to like the end.
Oh, we've got more chat blowing up on the Chiefs offline all day. Vacation till Monday. Oh, you got Easy Yak.
That's on the. Is that on
The
YouTube?
Chiefs go Josh Jacobs. That's a good pick,
Well, yeah,
actually,
yeah,
because they lost Kareem Hunt.
that's not bad. Wicked's on the clock now.
Definitely interesting though. They definitely have a lot of defensive needs to go running back.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Eagles.
Oh,
The
Jeffrey
new member,
Simmons got
Wicked.
star dev. That's a good pick by him. Jonah's got star.
I think because what's his name at star two? We might have to, bro. I think Liam put a lot of stars in quick in this class.
Well, the problem is all the superstars go down to star as well. So
Yeah, that's true.
we'll have to see. We'll have to talk about that. We don't want superstar because I don't want an 81 overall rookie going to a 95 after 1 year.
It's ridiculous.
Because you cheese with them.
Yes, that happened in what another league where somebody drafted Ed Oliver and he was a superstar at 82 and he ended up being like 97.
Yep, after 1 year. It's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. That's like 10 upgrades.
Yeah, at least.
Man, and that's one thing we try to focus on here. Like we got plans for BFGO. So if you draft a player and you want to develop them, we got something in the works, man. So just trust the process, like we always say.
The Eagles are taking a while for this pick. I'm surprised they didn't know who they wanted to pick. Honestly, it's probably because they were going to take Josh Jacobs, and then now they're kind of that room is going crazy because they didn't think the Chiefs would take him.
Oh, Hollywood Brown.
That's a good pick. He needs. We have a new member in the chat. If Boof, you want to mute yourself and handle that.
Oh, that's a
No, it's
yak.
Easy Yak.
Oh, why doesn't he have a role?
He should.
So now 49ers are back up. Who was his first pick? I can't remember. Byron Murphy. Oh, now he gets his safety, just like I said. So
yeah, that's a good pick.
Yeah, I think he's kind of hoping Nasir Adderley would fall but still a good pick by him.
He still had defensive backs, which are huge.
And DeAndre Baker goes to Steelers. That's a good pick by the Steelers.
See.
We've got Packers up.
Yeah, trying to make a decision. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna let you guys help me. Should I draft Brian Burns, right outside linebacker, or Clinton Farrell?
Clelin Ferrell, he's a better player, I believe. He's a more complete player. Brian Burns is more of a project. I think Clelin Ferrell's more of the sure thing, dude. And it'd be a home run pick there because you don't have to worry about.
Got him.
Yep. And I think that'll probably go off if you move him to outside linebacker. I'm not quite sure how that works. As we've got the Cowboys on the clock.
Because he's definitely outside linebacker in a 3-4. Still a good pick by Packers because if we talked about it yesterday, his team is kind of destroyed because he missed free agency and player reviews.
Hollywood Brown's looking great. It's a huge pickup there.
No, Hollywood Brown was a good pick because he's a speedy receiver, and the Eagles don't really have like that burner ever since Deshaun Jackson left, and so he kind of fills that hole of that deep threat that you need. Good pair with Alshon Jeffrey, who's your big body go-to receiver. So I like that pick. Little small though. It's only like what 160, 165.
Don't the Steelers and Cowboys have to share a?
Yeah, so they have to switch over.
No,
so he's online though. I don't even know who the Cowboys go. The Cowboys traded up for a first round, right?
Yeah.
Who did they trade with?
He traded with me. He traded his second and his third He's traded his second and third this year and his fourth next year. To move up 17 spots to draft who, I don't know.
We'll see. He must have someone in mind. I mean, signing Tyrann Mathieu to that big deal wasn't the smartest, but if he's looking at a 1 year, want to win this year plan.
Well, he's got Dak on the rookie deal. That's why, if anything, it doesn't make it.
Does he take Daniel Jones? Honestly, Daniel Jones falls to the Broncos.
Noah Fant. That's a big move up for a tight end.
He needed a tight end, but that's a lot to give up for a tight end. I don't like that pick.
Yeah, as we've got Pats in here.
Pats is online, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is, or he's not online actually.
No,
but I think
Trevor's making his pick for him, and he's going to go with the tight end here.
Tight end? He's not going to go with
quarterback.
Quarterback. So Daniel Jones going off the board.
Yeah.
Last good quarterback on the draft. Oh, so I guess the schedules are out, and I guess I play Wealthy week 17.
Oh, how do I do? I needed to pause that right for Trevor.
No.
Yeah, because he's drafting.
Yeah, he's drafting for Pats and himself and the Giants. Yeah. Oh shit, that's tough.
I play Milky again.
Oh, he's gonna be so pissed.
Who?
Hopefully he had his and he didn't even have his draft board set.
Well, yeah, I mean,
he had a week to do that though.
So what do we do? I'll just let us know.
I mean, it's shitty, but like he had all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got TCG, then Wealthy, week 2 and 3, and I've got Phase week 7, Cardinals week 10. I've got Instant week 11.
I actually have new player that I have Wicked, who's how he's supposed to be like a really good player. I have Wicked week 1. That's gonna be a good game. I'm saying that's a really good game. I play the GOAT JT this year. Oh, we play that. So we play the AFC West. I play Cowboys.
Boof, we can skip it.
Okay.
I play Liam.
I play Liam as well. I play Liam. I play TCG. I've got some pretty tough guys on there. I've got FaZe. I've got my division.
So hopefully the Pats will take Daniel Jones.
Instant. I play you too.
Yep.
Daniel Jones.
Yep. He got his quarterback.
There you go.
All right, unpause that bitch and now Chargers back on the clock. Look at those Raiders picks back to back to.
Somebody messaged me.
Yeah, they were telling you to skip the pick.
Yes.
And
Cody Ford.
That's a good
pick. It's a good pick.
Even though he's got his player review did decently well, I think. I've got a little shadow on there too.
Hold up. Fallen, drag me back in.
You are in. Oh. Yeah, what's
Thank
up?
you. I don't know, my connection was getting messed up. There goes another guard for the Dolphins. That's a good pick by them.
It's not a bad pick. They traded. Oh,
And
actually,
here goes my pick, my first round pick that I had to give
JT's
up
up.
for Khalil.
He's got this, and then you've got Vikings, and you've got the Raiders again.
That's what. It's a good day to be a Raiders fan.
Yeah.
It might not have been during the season, but this is definitely.
AJ Brown, there you go. That's a big play wide receiver for him.
That's actually. I told him to make that move, so I hope he listens to me. I told him to draft one of either Brown or Metcalf if he was there. So great pick. Great pick, JT. Love it. AJ Brown's probably the most reliable receiver in this game or in this draft.
Let's see who the Vikings get.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to pause. Once we get to the Ravens. I don't know where they're picking at though. I think they have somebody else's pick.
Why are they trading?
No. I'm just gonna have to pick for him.
You're picking for TCG.
If you could pause for mine in the second here, because I'm picking for BMAC, and then 2 picks later I have to pick for mine.
Okay, yeah, that's not a problem, bro.
Thanks. Draftaholics is on the clock here. He's got 45 seconds. Maybe he was looking to Andre Dillard's not bad.
That's a good pick.
Yeah.
It's a great pass blocking. Not very good at run blocking because they rarely ever run in Washington State, but great pass blocker. And
probably one of the best pass blockers in the class.
Oh, easily.
He had a first round talent on him.
Yeah, he's straight up pass blocked every single down because Washington State runs the ball maybe 5-10 times a game max.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a big Oregon fan, so I watched Washington State a lot. He was tough to deal with for a few years, so he's gonna be I get to play him in my division. Hopefully Khalil Mack can give him a nice entrance to the league.
We're at about a minute, or actually we're about an hour now. This is as far as I was planning on going. Do y'all want to keep going here for this draft? We just did the entire first round.
I don't care.
Go. Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, we can go through the second.
Yeah,
we still have 12. We still have 12 viewers. People want to watch. So
yeah. It'll be nice since no one wants to post their drafted player screenshots.
So we can talk about it. Let's see who JT picks. JT has so many holes still. He already drafted 3 starters.
Mm-hmm.
Or 4 3 starters? 4? Maybe, I don't know. He drafted a bunch of starters.
This will be his 4th starter here.
Yeah. And he still has another second round pick later too because he has my second.
Oh, Greg Little, that's a good pick.
Great pick by JT. JT's making some moves in this draft. Making some moves.
Let's see. So what we got?
Who's still on the board? Takes a guard. Lindstrom. So now Browns, you got to skip, right?
Yeah, Browns we can skip here, Boofy.
Okay.
What is it, Browns, Falcons?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. Sorry, I was looking through the draft board.
No, you're good. See who the CPU takes for Browns.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Dexter Lawrence. That's pretty nice.
Lawrence. Yeah, it's a good nose tackle because they do run the 3-4. So just nice plug and play guy.
Mm-hmm.
Big dude, 350.
He's on the board now. I'm gonna see where he's gonna go here.
I think he was trying. Earlier, he said he wanted Dillard. I think. So probably tackle.
Tackle, guard. There's still center on the board too. Wait, do the Browns really run a 3-4?
Yep, center.
That guy can play tackle. I thought they switched to a 4-3 now.
Oh yeah, they did.
Dexter Lawrence doesn't fit incredibly well in there.
But yeah, that's on me.
Elton Jenkins.
They run a 4-3, but he doesn't really fit in a 4-3. So maybe you see them move. I don't know. We'll have to see. Mad Bomber Trevor's picking for them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me pause the draft.
That sucks that you're the only one that can pause and play it.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
That is weird.
Where would I post a trade at?
I don't think you post it. You just do it.
DM
I'm just gonna let y'all know about it. There you go.
Or post it in. What? So
second next year?
Second this year, fourth this year, and a fifth this year for next year's first. For next year's, yeah. I mean, dude, if you haven't seen, I still have like 45 million in cap. So like, I could still go into free agency, and I don't have anybody to re-sign until the following year.
Yeah.
So maybe I could spend like about 30 million in free agency and get some fill some holes or whatever.
Boofy, we can skip this pick. Trevor said you can.
Okay. Advance to the next pick.
Oh, N'Keal Harry, that's a good pick for him too.
Big body.
Yeah.
Catches everything. Not the best route runner. But
the Niners are on the clock.
A nice big body receiver that catches everything. So.
Oh, DeAndre Walker there's a good edge for him.
Yep. I like that pick. Athletic edge. Outside linebacker.
Was the Falcons the guy that we had to skip?
Yep.
Oh no, wait, ain't he the fat ass bear?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. He's not here till 12:30.
No, that's Boof.
Ooh, middle linebacker's going off the board. Oh yeah. That's a good pick. I like Mac Wilson. I see a lot of people are mad about this Mac Wilson pick, so Mac Wilson must have been a beast. Now that linebacking core is really good and young now too, because now they have Mac Wilson and Fred Warner.
Let's see who Floyd gets.
Floyd, I think, is going to go offense here.
Paris Campbell.
Can you pause this here for me because I gotta make this and then go to switch to mine. Who does he?
Just let the computer.
Just let him pause. No, don't, because you're gonna make it on this. Yeah, pause it on the Seahawks pick.
Yeah, pause it on the Seahawks pick.
Oh, okay.
Who did he want?
So I'm good to go.
Yeah, I'm pausing.
Yeah, you're good.
Eric McCoy, center. He's building up that O-line.
Because his first pick was what, tackle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he went right tackle.
Yeah, that's a good pick. Lions take Irv Smith. Nice athletic tight end.
Oh no, I gotta roll. I gotta switch.
He got his tight end.
Kind of undersized, but still a good tight end. If Madden didn't take 2 hours to load up, you'd be able to do it quick.
Yeah. Speaking of that, that was in the draft. Oh, I gotta pause it here.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's Dalton Reisner from going to. That's a great pick by
That's
Broncos.
what I was gonna pick.
For real?
Yeah.
He's a good player too.
I know he can play guards. He can play guard or right tackle.
Mm-hmm.
He can pretty much play anywhere.
Linemen are flying off the board, but I mean, there's not that many second round talents on the line anymore. People are gonna start going other places.
Oh my god, man, it's taking forever.
What, to load up?
Mm-hmm.
Still a lot of good receivers on the board. There's a lot of good players on the board still.
Yeah, you probably have an idea of where I'm going.
I would hope so.
I don't want to spoil the pick or nothing, but it's whatever.
Okay.
What's up?
Oh shit!
I'm not even in the game yet.
Bro, you're holding this shit up.
Um.
Let me look at this real quick. All right, you can unpause it, Booth. Or actually, Ravens has to pick.
Oh, dude, I got to switch. Holy crap!
Oh my god.
I don't know how that works if I'm the commissioner.
Just leave it at pause.
Just leave it pause and then go off and pick and then. Fuck. Are you picking all his picks?
No, I don't know. Why the hell isn't this working? Okay. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can do this properly. Dismiss. So, do this. Go to that. Oh man, hold up. Oh, that sucks, bro.
What?
I can't sign in. I didn't know I needed his verification.
Here, ask him. He's on chat right now.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Let me tell him I can't sign in. Set a your. Okay, we gotta figure it out. Eight,
Alright, I'm back on
four.
BMAX account now.
Good work.
Oh, it says the code is invalid.
Y'all are struggling.
Eight, four. Okay, here we go.
Jeez, you're gonna have to play the tutorial.
Am I?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not. I'm already in the thing.
Alright. It made me play mine.
Carter Wilson, make your selection. Pick player. Then here we go.
Deebo Samuel, great pick by TCG/Booth. All right, Texans is on the clock.
Okay, now let me get out of here, and then I gotta.
Is Texans on? I think this is his first pick, right? He's on. Is this supposed to be paused?
No. I gotta sign back in. All right.
No, I'm saying so. Wow, fallen. Oh, it's fallen gone.
What's up? Yeah, I was muted there.
Oh, I was gonna say, Brian Burns just went to the Texans. I was gonna say I almost finessed being able to get him and Clinton Farrell for the Packers, which would have been nice. And Jags is back on the clock. I think people like that we're just talking about the picks because like a lot of people can't be. Some people, the people that can't be on there watching to know who's selected.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Brian Burns. He's about the same overall as Clinton Farrell was. So.
But Clinton Farrell was at 72 too, right? Or is it 73?
Yeah.
One of those.
Drift is up.
Yeah, I mean either player, they're both just good players. But it would have been nice if I could have got both, but obviously that did not happen.
Yeah, remember, any dev trait you see is going to be randomized here from here on out.
So. Yeah, the dev trait's randomized in the second round up, so don't be freaking out over that. Ooh. O'Shane Zimenez. Bye.
Sweet.
Oh, who's adding me? Is there a reason you didn't switch before the pick?
Just chill.
Huh?
They're mad because you didn't switch ahead of time. The fuck?
What? Don't shut up. Dude, I'm trying to keep up with everyone's shit. Like,
had to take a middle linebacker for my boy.
That's a good pick, though.
Yeah.
I don't know because he let Jake Ryan walk.
So. Yeah, that's why he has nice little young
Trey
linebacker.
Lamar's a beast there too. He's a little bit lower overall than y'all probably thought. Chiefs are up. You can skip the Chiefs.
Taylor Rapp.
Taylor Rapp. I like that. Taylor Rapp's actually a good pick for them.
Panthers isn't going to be able to make it here, so you can skip his.
Now I have to switch accounts because I'll actually have a second round pick.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to skip?
Yeah. He won't be back for probably at least half an hour.
Will you tell me?
Trace McSorley out of Penn State. Oh no.
To who?
The Panthers.
Oh no! I hope that wasn't his player that he had.
Damn. You alright over there?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Let me know who gets picked because I set up Packers draft board a little bit, but I want to make sure that his player still stays on there for the third.
He didn't set up his draft board. That's why.
Bro, like, we tell people to set up their draft board.
Y'all had a week to set up your draft board. His Chargers are on the clock here.
Let's run it down pretty close, yeah.
Ah, shit, I lost connection to the EA servers. Fuck. What the hell?
Trying to boot you off.
Maybe.
All right, wait. Who did the Chargers pick? It's not. Oh, Zach Allen. That's a good pick. It's more of like a not a developed, like a very developed player already. Zach Allen's a good player.
What? Oh,
What?
great.
You can't back
Yeah, it's
online?
saying the cannot connect to the server. Well, if I can't get on, I gotta plug my Ethernet in, which means we gotta end the draft. We gotta end this podcast because it's too shitty.
Okay, that's fine. Do
Yeah.
whatever you want, man.
All
I
right.
mean, we're already in the second round, so if you have
Yeah.
to.
All right. Sorry to end it
All right,
because
man.
of the connection.
That was a good one.
But thanks for tuning in, everyone. Sorry to cut it short. I'll try and keep people updated in chat then. So, take it easy.